1051.
You know, or nothing like that. But at the end of the day, you know, the track record don't lie as far as what I'm able to do, where I come from, and how I turn things around. So for me, I probably need something to kind of like make me turn back up again, you know what I'm saying? Because you get comfortable, you get in a position where your calendar's full. You can almost see the money before it get here, you know what I'm saying? So I never lost my passion or love for what I'm doing, and that's entertaining people. So I'm still turned up on that aspect. Still got a lot of things that hadn't happened yet, a lot of features that's not out yet, so we'll just see.
Now also, you crossed over to, I see you doing a lot of EDM like you said earlier, and then you performed at the VMAs. Now what's the difference
For the
between...
second year in a row,
For the second year in a row.
Tuh.
Now how is that? Is that any different with you doing a lot of the crossover stuff?
Is what different?
Money, fans,
You was
everything.
You was out there doing the twerk that was heard around the world. You was out there doing the Molly performance.
But it's not even you know, I know it sounds crazy, but it's not even about the money. It's about like the exposure to different audiences. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was me doing something with Fall Out Boys, and that exposed me to a rock audience that probably just maybe heard my name and won't recognize my face. And so doing EDM is something where it's a world where it's just a bunch of DJs who definitely respect each other, respect each other's craft, time, space, and they go out and they get money. They get money, more money than the artists actually.
Absolutely.
And for me to go out there and see the shows and how they you know, how they incorporate lights and beats and all that stuff, and you know, I'm able to like rap over a lot of the EDM stuff because it's all about punchlines and spacing and stuff like that. So I do a lot of EDM features as well.
Now your style. Now I notice a lot of artists have taken your style from jewelry.
Really? Damn.
To clothes.
I ain't noticed that.
Like who?
Who, me? Ain't nobody took nothing from me,
Well,
man. Nothing, man.
They took your style. Now how do you change it? Because now it's almost like, you know, it's. I look at the jewelry and I'm like, damn, 2 Chainz did that a long time ago, and they're starting to follow your trend. So what do you do to reinvent yourself or to do something
If you
different?
went and bought 2
Yeah,
big
he
Cuban link
did.
chains, and was wearing
I ain't got 2
chains.
Cuban link chains.
You got one?
That's wrong DJ.
Oh, I thought you had 2. What about Pro Style? One of y'all, I know.
Wrong
One
DJ.
of y'all.
Yeah, wrong DJ. Wrong DJ. But go ahead.
About my style. Yeah. What do I do about it?
Yeah, what do you do? Like, does it bother you? Does it upset you? You look in the mirror, you see yourself, then you look on TV, you see yourself again.
There's nothing you could do about that, though. If you're going to be somebody that's a trendsetter, that's the
that's
point.
what
Is
it
people
is.
are going to go out and do what you do.
It's a little disrespectful.
Yeah, what Angela said. Well, you
I mean-
encourage people to do their own styles and do things like that, but you know, I mean, everybody, I guess, gets some kind of encouragement from looking at other things. So I ain't tripping
That
on
just
that.
means they admire you. How could you be upset about that?
Yeah, you cold?
Yeah, I'm freezing.
Who's the R&B singer you banged? Because on the new album, you said you just banged your first R&B chick.
Yeah.
Good question.
Now I just like, she might not be out yet. I don't know, man.
She might not be out yet.
Oh, so, okay.
And I ain't even saying. Basically, what I'm saying is, I don't put that kind of business out there like that. But it's cool, man. You know, it's like a cliche for rappers to get down with R&B chicks. So you know, I dropped my first album. So it's kind of like cliche. That's the progression of a rap artist. To get down with.
You're not gonna name names?
No.
Like Gucci Mane did or nothing?
Nah, man.
What about Gucci? See, he went on that tirade. He said "F you" in one of his tweets. What was that about?
That's my. I don't expect nothing less from him. That's my dog, man.
Everybody I
ask you
say
this,
that
though.
to says the same
Now,
thing. That's
listen.
my dog. How can that be your dog if
Yeah,
you
man.
if
No,
you know he gonna flip?
let me ask you a real question. Have you reached out to him? Because it seems like he was going through something when he did that. And I get it. He had an album that he was trying to put on iTunes that night, and then he deleted his Twitter. But I also feel like, you know, maybe we should be concerned about him.
See, I didn't know. I don't know. See, I didn't know nothing about his iTunes or Twitter.
Well,
He
that
said,
was
buy my
confusing,
album
too.
on
Yeah.
iTunes, and then the next day he put
said
it
the
out for
album's
free.
free. Yeah. He said his album's on sale on iTunes right now. The next day he put it out for free.
See, I don't know nothing about anything.
But I'm
about
just saying,
that.
when somebody does something like that, and you're like, okay, that's my dog, why would he do that? Does that make you say, let me reach out to him and find out what's good? Are you okay? Are you having a, breakdown? Everything good? Because that can happen in this business. It's rough. You go from being like the hottest person in Atlanta, and now I'm asking for features. People ain't doing what I'm asking them to do.
Yeah, like I can't speak for other people and what they going, what he's going through. You know what I'm saying? I can't.
But did you feel like, let me text him and no?
But you said you expect that from him. How can somebody be your man?
I mean,
that
when
you
he go on a
expect?
tirade and said, you know, fuck, it wasn't just me, it was like 10 names. He
Yeah.
ran out of character.
Yeah. He named all the
It's
hip hop.
it's like anybody you can like think of. I've been wanting to say fuck a lot of people before. That's why it's not really that far away from my mind. But I ain't want to type their name or look up their Twitter and put at.
He didn't look at nobody's
You
Twitter.
know what I'm saying? You just like whatever.
But you know what? You're right, because maybe if he didn't mention you, you should be offended.
I'm not.
He
I don't know what y'all trying to get out of that.
He mentioned in the top artists. He got to mention you, like
It
Kendrick.
bother me.
Does the industry push you to that though? Can the industry push you to that point? Do you like a Gucci? Or you like F everybody?
Now, what pushes you to the point is that when you hide everybody in the industry trying to get with you, get down with you, want you to do everything, call you 100 times. When can they get their verse back? I'm trying to put a single out. Man, can you give me just 2 hours of your time? Soon as something happen that they ain't with, it's not going popping, and you need them, you can't get them on the phone. You can't get the same thing, the same favors. They don't reciprocate them. So that's where the frustration comes in. That's when you say these ain't real. That's when you start saying things like that, because you and for the most part in reality ain't too many people besides a person like Baby or Wayne that has broke artists like Gucci, because he like has a knack for discovering new talent, from OJ the Juice Man to Waka Flocka. They weren't on nobody's radar until dude found them, and he works hard as hell. I know this for a fact. He at the studio every day. You know what I'm saying? That's why he putting out all these mixtapes, and it's probably just a frustrating thing to not, because the game changes from last year to the game keep changing. And so, you know what I mean, you just got to figure out how to get in, and you know what I mean? So that could just be a frustrating part, because it could be frustrating to me, but I don't, you know, have the same, you know, as far as putting out, you know what I mean, my therapy like he does, as far as this probably make him feel better, airing it out, embarrassing a few people. It didn't bother me at all, like straight up.
Do you think that your core fans that been down with you since the Player Circle days, you think they're gonna be receptive of the new direction of your music? Cause when I heard it, I'm like, okay, you can tell he done traveled the world. You know what I'm saying? He done did a couple festivals. Cause I hear a couple joints on there that seem way bigger than just hip hop.
Like mainstream ratchet.
Yeah, mainstream ratchet, or the joint with Fergie.
Yeah.
But you kind of brought Fergie into your world though.
Yeah, that's what people like. I guess when you see it on paper, it looks weird. But when you hear the song, I didn't like this whole album. I didn't get out of character. Period. I stayed in my lane. As a matter of fact, I widened my lane. I ain't get out of it. I just widened it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm still staying true to the trap. That's why I got those songs like 36 and Hit It With the Fork. You know what I mean? I'm still staying true to myself as far as having good records on there that I can perform, that I can do shows, concerts, and go get money off of. But I gotta grow, and I know what I can do, and it's just like how you give it to people, how you feed people to let them know that you have this ability, you know what I'm saying? So with songs like Black Unicorn, Beautiful Pain, and things like that, I you know, let them know that I got more than just these little punchlines for shows, or you know, whatever they may call it.
But how does the trap artist grow? You know they don't like to see trap artists grow.
Yeah,
so
they don't be with
you
that.
stay in the trap with us.
Yeah.
Stay selling these 20s.
Right. Stay selling these dubs. Well, you know, a lot of you start from the trap, then you become a kingpin. You know what I'm saying? And so, you still got to stay, you know, true to your origin. As far as I feel like being a street artist, like I came from the streets. That's never been like a hidden thing, and I still, you know, stay down with the streets. Still have the same people around me, which is cool. So I still got the knack for the slang, even though, like I said, I'm cold turkey on the criminal activity. I still got a knack for what's going on. I still got my ear to the streets. And for those that want me to stay stagnant, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be able to do that. It's about growing. So I try to influence individuals to grow. Like, I don't want you to stay stagnant. So let's get it.
Absolutely.
Well, 2 Chainz, the album in stores right now. We appreciate you joining us. You know, anytime you're in town, you're invited up here.
Open door policy, my brother.
Yeah, man, a lot of love up here. And I don't know why you so
I'm
cold.
free. It's cold. You don't think it's cold in here? You got your hood on.
That's my hoodie swag. You know I be doing
Buy
that.
a fur, man. The fall coming, winter
A
coming.
fur. It's gonna be so hot in New York. Probably, I think it's over for furs. We got some in stores today too.
All right, what's the in-store?
Yeah, I got to get these in stores. I'm gonna be at, I think, Moody's in the Bronx. Let me see. Let me give y'all this rundown right quick.
Remember, this is Friday, right?
Yeah, that's what I say today, fam.
All right, just make it
Come
sure.
on, fam. This is me, fam.
He's an expert, okay? He knows what he's doing. He's a professional.
Do me like Moody's Records in the Bronx.
Moody's in the Bronx. Okay,
2
shout out to
Chainz
Moody's.
gonna be there with the John Hancock. You feel me? Hall of Fame in Queens.
Hall of Fame, Jamaica Avenue.
Dos Cadenas. I'm in there.
Okay.
pen on deck. You know I'm right. So my hand, like, 2 Chainz be looking ugly when I write. Sometimes I have to work on my 2. And then look, Basement Mix in BK.
In Brooklyn, right?
Oh, I could go to that one.
I'm in there too.
Shout out to my folks at Basement Mix.
Ron owns that
Yep.
over there. Shout out to
Ron, shot. We over there. I'm putting down the signatures up there. And that's how I'm living. I'm out here, New York. You got to make your New York run. And so that's what I'm going to be doing today. And I think I'm probably going to step out tonight. So.
Okay.
And he'll be back for Powerhouse.
That's right.
Yeah.
November
I'll be back for
2nd.
Power. I remember. Was that the first one I did or the second one? That was the
No,
first
you did
one.
our anniversary.
You did our first
This-
one. Yeah, you
this
did our
is something
anniversary party.
completely
Yep.
different.
Yep.
Yeah.
But we appreciate you joining us. Boats 2 in stores right now.
Me time.
Make sure you get it. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Real people, real celebrities, real talk.
Join the Breakfast Club.
Blast off in your ear.
Weekday morning, 6 to 10.